We're mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio.
Fox Sports!
The Inland Empire's home for NASCAR. Fox Sports 1350. KTDD San Bernardino, an iHeartRadio station.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops live on Fox Sports 1350. You know what's funny, Eternal, man? You're laughing about my my bag. What happened, man, is I had it in my back seat and it flipped over and everything spilled out. So now I don't know where anything is in my bag, man. You know?
That's funny.
And you talk about me eating on air. Hold up, man. So I eat on air, and I remember one time you looked at me like you wanted to just knock my lips off. And what did you just do? Can you explain to the audience what you just did?
I have a cheese Danish.
Uh-huh.
I've already had 2 cups of coffee already. How you doing? And I didn't want my stomach to mess up, so I figured I'd take at least a little bite of this cheese Danish that I have, which is one of my favorites, by the way.
And you know, while you talk about that, go ahead and enjoy your Danish. Do your thing, man. Have some coffee. Take a second. You know, I don't know if we're supposed to do this. I don't know if we're able to do this.
We're going to do this.
I haven't talked to Randy and Elston yet.
Talk to them.
But we were on that. You know, the funny thing is,
that 4-letter word.
Right. What was it? 5 years ago. I was on this one station. I did a show. Didn't like the way it came out. I was by myself. It was kind of bland. So I said, I got to go find somebody that I can carry and make this thing better. So I got it. I remember the first show. You were like you had a toe in. You came out. You had a toe in, and then you went all in. But it's funny. Take it even further back when we met at the Grove in Upland.
Indeed.
That was a good 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, about 7 now.
It was a different lifetime of the things we were doing.
Indeed.
And we had a good conversation. We were competitors at the time. And we had a good conversation. And I said, you know what I'm doing before, and I'm not going to do this anymore. But when I come back, I'm going to reach out for this guy. Mm-hmm. And you take it full circle. We started IE Sportsnet 5 years ago. And long story short, the long way around, where were we at Thursday?
Man, we were knee-deep doing the broadcast for at Citizen Business Bank Arena for the Agua Caliente Clippers. Agua Caliente!
Clippers of Ontario.
You know what I'm talking about? And they took on the South Bay Lakers, and this is the NBA G League, and we were broadcasting that game via ESPN. And so it was live on ESPN. We were just it was something, man. Like we've done production before,
right.
But that was and we've had a director before. That was the first time we had a producer.
Right, correct.
And the guy almost cussed Brian out because Brian kept calling him the director. And I'm looking at Brian like, it's 20,000, about 20,000.
Right. But to say that ESPN has a staff is an understatement. What was funny is what just to give everybody, the audience a thought. So when it turned around, when we're doing our show, usually we have a team that's in the back, that's deep in the back. And when we need something, we have to speak code on air when something goes wrong.
Right.
And then maybe 10 minutes later, somebody comes out.
Right.
But here we had 2 guys behind us, like our bodyguards.
Like this guy, literally, serious business. So the first time it happened, I was laughing at Coach B because he's talking. The guy, he just came out of nowhere like a ghost. He just grabs Brian's headset like, why is on him? And starts to angle the microphone to. He's like, I'll do it for you. He's gonna put it closer to his mouth. And so I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Until all of a sudden it happened to me.
Right.
Like literally grabbing, like he's like reaching around. It was very uncomfortable because man had a beard, so his beard was almost on my neck a little bit.
Yeah. And then remember when they talk on the mic, talk through it.
Right. So yeah. And so I'm having a good time with Coach B because we have somebody, and what happens, what you guys don't understand is when you guys watch ESPN, Fox Sports on television, there is a production crew that is talking to them. So they have these headsets, and if you notice these little small headsets that are in their ear, there is a production crew and there's a producer talking to them.
Right.
Just letting them know, hey, cut the time. I mean, they're shouting all kind of instructions to them.
Correct.
Hey, 30 seconds, do this, do that.
Right.
And so they're having to communicate to you with a straight face while somebody is still communicating to them. So as Coach B was alluding to, that doesn't normally when we broadcast these games for the Agua Caliente Clippers.
Or even at Awanda.
Right. We don't. It doesn't happen like that.
Right,
so
right.
It was new for us.
Correct.
To have this producer, this grown man shouting instructions to us.
Right. And that's a funny thing because you always see it. Like, I've seen Stephen A. on ESPN, and you can see they're holding their ear,
Right.
which is funny because they call the color of those things nude. That's not our nude.
Right.
So it's funny. You always see the earpiece in
Right.
Stephen A.
Right.
Because it just doesn't blend.
Right.
But sometimes you'll hear them say, like, I remember Kobe was on there,
Right.
and he actually took the thing out of his ear.
Right.
Because he said someone's screaming in my ear,
Right, yeah.
and he took the thing out of his ear.
Yeah, because it's like if you're not used to it,
Right.
it's very, very difficult.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had stuff like that, but it's still one of those things where it's, it requires a certain comfort level.
Right.
And for us, it was like shock and awe. It just happened out the gate. So yeah, but it was a great experience. We did, we've gotten some really good positive feedback from
Right.
it. It was a great experience.
So what people would say, like when you're talking.
Right. Hey,
Promo 5.
Hey.
Go ahead, Promo 5. So that's what it sounds like when Ed is there talking.
Oh my God,
and the thing about it, you thinking you're watching the game, you're watching the play-by-play. You're like, where's Promo 5?
We cannot see Promo 5. We don't know where Promo 5 is.
Right.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yes.
That was crazy.
And another thing that, because we didn't get a chance to get the graphics in time. So when they're screaming in our ear, when I went home and watched it on DVR, you can see the graphics come up on the screen. Like,
you can't see it
wow.
at all. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah.
It was great. When it didn't really hit me.
Promo 5. Talk through it.
That's all, yeah, you got it right. Wow, that was funny. But no, it didn't really hit me exactly what the undertaking was. Because, we've known for some time that game was going to be on ESPN. But it didn't hit me until we sat down and all of a sudden you heard that ESPN music come on.
Right,
That's when I was like, whoa, it's going down. So that was a really
We've come a long way in 5 years.
Yes, guaranteed.
In 5 years.
The Chinese bamboo tree.
Yeah, what people thought was a hobby is really starting to take roots and is really starting to grow. Man, we're excited about this. We have a gentleman coming on the show that's been here. I think this is his third year coming here.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he was when we were in the broom closet.
I was about to say, when we were in the broom closet out there in San Bernardino.
Yeah. So this may even be his fourth year coming.
Yeah, when we were at the Shining, the Shining, a.k.a.
5, 4. That's another thing you would hear in your ear as you're talking.
My God.
When it's time to go to commercial.
Every time we
they'll just count you down out of nowhere.
Count you down, and we're just like, oh my God. Coach B just started.
He's like, I'm making a point.
Coach B just started this. He just cut it off quick. Oh man.
Yeah. We're in Ontario.
Oh man, that was something, man.
We're laughing, man. We got to get that up on the somehow, some way. It's got to be on a link somewhere we can upload that. The game, the entire game in its entirety.
Yeah, that would be dope.
It was on ESPNU, not the big ESPN, but it was nationwide. I was able to get it on my DirecTV.
Guaranteed, nationwide, man. That was just really, really special, man. That was a unique experience. One of those ones you'll never forget, man. So.
Right. And the good thing, I know we're going to go to commercial, like I said. The good thing that I enjoyed, and I don't know if you got a chance. I saw a lot of your friends and family got at you. It's like a lot of my high school classmates were hitting me up because they know I started this journey in high school.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a junior in high school, was a junior or senior, I was the sports editor.
Right.
So that's when newspaper was important.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And that's why you don't understand when I tell you I am a journalist.
Right.
And there's a difference.
Right.
There is a difference.
My name is Gus.
Yeah. So on that note, let's go ahead and take a break. So let's go ahead. This is the one and only Coach B on IE Sports Net.
Guess what? And I'm Eternal. This guy right here. You messed it all up.
Yeah, I know.
All right, man. We're going to break and we'll be right back after this.
You can't take away my dignity because the greatest love of all inside of me. Yeah. Sexy chocolate.
That boy is good. Damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You're listening
listening to IESportsnet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah!
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year, we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous communities.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. I'm excited, Eternal. We have another friend of the show. We used to do our show at the Shiny in San Bernardino, but he keeps coming back.
Yeah, generally, you would think that Carousel Mall, a.k.a. The Shining, would have scared them all.
Right.
He came back, and
he must like us.
Yeah. For folks who don't know, we used to do our show inside the Carousel Mall, and it was just like exactly. There was crickets in there.
Yeah, and crickets
and Jack Nicholson
and homeless.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And now they told us it was asbestos.
Yes. Asbestos. So if I have any health conditions,
if I have some health conditions, San Bernardino, you're gonna hear from me, Coach. Please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports 1350 audience.
Coach Ahmad, Jacob Ahmad, Chaffey High School girls basketball. You know what it is.
Hey, Coach Ben, good to see you. We've been, as Coach B was saying, you're definitely a friend of the show. We appreciate you always coming out. Talk to us a little bit about what's going on right here. As you were saying, it's your 4th year as the head basketball coach for the girls, and you've been doing this for a while now. But kind of give us a little background of where you are with the staff.
Yeah, man, I can't believe I've been here for like 3 years now, doing this show, and 4 years at Chafee, and I like where we're going at with the program. We're just staying hungry and trying to push the program forward.
Right, and right now you guys have had a start of 6-4, played some tournaments. You guys, the Azusa tournament, the Ontario Christian tournament. Talk to us about the importance of some of the tournaments and kind of how your team's been progressing throughout that course.
Coming into this season, I didn't really know anything about our team because we had a pretty horrible summer. The devotion was not there, but then we finally got everything rolling again. And it's been cool to play, 4 games to start the season off, figure out about, who we are and what we are. And it's been cool since then.
I hear you. And, that's funny. That's something like my coach, Coach Shelton at Downey, would say. I had a pretty horrible career. So I know what you're talking about, Coach. So, once again, we have Coach Ahmad, head coach at Chafee High School girls basketball. Coach, Eternal kind of touched on it. Looking at your program, over the year, you've had some success. In 2014-15, you had 10 wins. 2015-16, you had 11 wins. And last year in 2017, you had 12 wins. So every year you're getting better and you're getting very competitive. Is that because now, like you said, you've been there 4 years and now it's your program?
Yeah, I mean, we have a group of seniors. One of them's here with me right now, Casey Martin. She's been averaging a double-double in that first tournament. And then in this past tournament, she had back-to-back 20-point games. So it's just people like her that have been with us for the past 3 to 4 years and have kind of put in that work and have grown with us. And the blueprint's there. It's proven it works.
and I get you. And for people that don't know, Chafee is based in Ontario.
Yes.
So, like, my kids go to Chafee School District, so they go to Etiwanda. So, the one thing about you guys are in Ontario, and I see you're going to Bishop Union?
Yeah, we're actually going next Friday.
That's like a 4-hour trip.
Yeah.
Why is that so important to get out of Ontario? Because you played them last year too, right?
Yeah, we played them last year. It was the first time we ever did it. And I go fishing up there all the time.
Okay. So it's two things.
Yeah. So. I won't be doing any fishing, but we've gone up there, and it's a beautiful place, and it's a historical place. They got Manzanar up there, which is I believe the Japanese kind of like concentration camp, but not really. I mean, not that extreme, but back when Pearl Harbor happened, they threw all the Japs there and everything like that. So it's just kind of cool to take the team out there. It's a team bonding thing, togetherness, and just doing something different, really, and giving them that experience. Like, for example, last year, we got snowed out on.
Wow.
Some of the girls have never even seen snow in their lives, and they were like, "Hey, Coach, are we still in California?" And I'm like, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Out here,
that's
so
funny.
It's just one of those things where it's just a togetherness type of deal, and just brings us a little closer going into league.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I know, Coach, you have a couple of players. So we'll bring up, and I hope I'm saying this young lady's name correctly, Casey Martin.
Yes.
All right. I hope I'm saying. I know your parents.
She was here last year, man. Come on now.
Hey, look, man. I still want to make sure I get, because I don't want nobody messing with me.
Right.
Now, so Miss Martin, talk to us about how you feel about this. I was reading some information on you. You said your birthday landed on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Now, generally speaking, I know for me, I like to have exclusivity, meaning that I want my birthday to be outside of everything else, because that way they can't just compile my birthday with everything. How was your birthday celebrated for Thanksgiving this year?
We went to one of my family members' house, and we basically celebrated Thanksgiving, and it just had a cake for me.
That's good. That's dope. So now you said that this semester, which is obviously fantastic, of your senior year, you have straight A's.
Yes.
Talk to us about how how you're able to maintain that, because again, basketball and maintaining grades is something, but getting straight A's, Coach B and I, we know all we could do is write an A. In terms of getting an A, that's a whole different topic.
The only A on my report card was in my last name of Arrington.
Exactly.
That's the only A you saw.
The A in my report card was A, father, protect. Come get your son. That was that part. But please talk to us a little bit about that.
Since my freshman year, I've been ahead on my credits. So now that it's senior year, I have mostly electives on my schedule. So it's easier just to maintain the A. It's just electives.
So you took care of the business early in the game. Yes, fantastic. That's good stuff. Now now you said that Coach was saying that you've been with the program for a while. Now, we have an all-star game. We want to make sure we get you in that all-star game, okay? Now, we have, Miss, hope I'm saying this correct, Alexis Johnson.
Yes.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Now, see, this is your first time on radio. I can see you a little shot, but, you got it. You can handle it. You saw your friend Casey got it knocked down. It's no problem. Now, we talked a little bit about what Miss Martin here is doing, but you were saying you were young, you were practicing with your brother. So how was that? Was your brother, was he taking it easy on you, or was he going hard on you?
He was pushing it more hard on me. He just wasn't nice enough to let you win.
Okay. Yeah. So now you said that you said there's been a couple of times where you scored 20 points for the team. Talk to us about that experience.
Scoring 20 points felt pretty good. I kept pushing myself more and more. I didn't really get to that double-digit number yet until Coach kept pushing me.
Yeah.
I wanted that double-digit.
So now I've gotten double digits on 2K. I haven't really gotten double digits in the game, so I don't really know how that feels. So how does that feel when you, especially, you being a freshman playing on varsity, how does it feel when you start to really see the ball fall in for you like that?
Starting to see it like that, it means a lot to me. It just pushes me more.
That's good stuff. Well, congratulations, Ms. Johnson. Your coach is doing some great stuff. I know Coach B has a couple of questions.
Yeah, I want to ask you. So this season, you guys are in the Mount Baldy League. I'll ask anybody, Coach, is Ontario really 14-0?
Yeah, they're 14-0 right now.
Wow. So that's so who in the league are you guys looking to play this season?
Them especially. I mean, we've split the past. Every year I've been there. Going into this season, we've split. I mean, we've beat them once, they beat us once, and it's been like that ever since I've been there. So we're excited to play them. We want to play them. We're in the same division as them.
Right.
And they're the #1 team in the division. I think we're 11 or 10 or something like that. So we're in the top 10 with them, or top 11, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to come for them.
There you go. Tell them they named the school district after us.
Right. And I know that you guys, how far is that in terms of distance? That's pretty close, am I correct?
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute drive.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was like, if I remember correctly, that school was like.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
Yeah, wow.
And then, Casey, so I'll ask you, you've been in the program a couple of years. Is there a team that you're looking for that you can't wait to play?
Yeah, Altaloma and Colony. We always lost to them, and this year I feel like we could beat them.
Okay. I like it. And what position do you play again?
I play forward and point guard sometimes.
Okay, so you run the. So what do you prefer?
Point guard.
I'm about to say,
we always have a question.
Okay. Yeah, right.
This is how we know.
Okay, here we go.
If you're truly
Coach,
a point guard.
Coach.
So we're gonna take our time.
Coach, here it goes.
Who is the greatest?
Miss Martin, go ahead, step up to the mic right here. This question for you.
Who's the greatest point guard to ever play the game of basketball?
Okay, before you answer this,
take your time.
Take your time, okay?
Think about
it. Because there's only one correct answer.
Yeah, think of your father's generation and era.
No.
So just take your time.
I just want to make sure that you.
I want to give her. Okay.
Now there's only one right answer. And I want to be clear that you understand that you hear the drum roll. Coach, can you put the headphones on a little bit? Tell us you hear the drum roll. There's a drum roll playing right now, and so we're asking you who the best point guard of all time is.
Kobe Bryant.
Oh.
No, yeah.
And we call him Irvin.
Magic
Buck
Johnson is the correct answer.
He's out of Michigan.
Yep.
Went to Michigan State. Then he went to the Los Angeles Lakers. And
hold on. Tell him. Go ahead. Tell him about the championship.
Okay. In 4 years.
There you go.
In 4 years, he won a state championship in high school, won an NCAA championship in college, and then an NBA championship playing center.
Playing center. His rookie year.
You remember? Yes.
His rookie year.
Yes. Yes. 42 points. Game 7.
Kareem was, I can't go, Magic, I can't go. And then all of a sudden, here come, he just came with I almost get a little emotional when I talk about
and so people know Kobe's the third best Laker ever. Just so people know.
Now he's getting a little.
Just so people know. So people will know.
Okay.
Yes.
I know what he's saying. He's saying it's Irvin and then it's Kareem.
Yes. Or it could be Kareem. I ask you, Coach. Let me ask Coach. They have this debate. So who do you think is better, Kareem or Magic in the history of basketball?
Oh man,
in the history of basketball, I think you got to go with Kareem.
You have to.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was saying. And Coach, we call the games now for the Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario. So I kind of put my Laker card in the back.
I seen that, man. I seen that yesterday.
We're trying to make it happen. But were you as upset as I was when Magic Johnson uttered the words, that Kobe was the greatest Laker ever? Were you as upset as I?
No, I think
Really?
I think Kobe's in the conversation. Oh,
He played,
But he said that Kobe was the greatest Laker.
He played 20 years. He played 20 years.
Yeah, I mean,
He played 20 years.
Magic Johnson had some interruptions in his career.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
20. Now, yeah, we totally.
Well, Tree Rollins played 20 years too. So I mean, we're talking about history.
For who?
Everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody.
That's the point.
Maybe it's a generational thing. I mean, I grew up with Kobe, so.
No, let me tell you.
So you call him Yo? Is what you're saying?
No.
So Kobe call him Yo.
You know, I went through a transition where I was looking at Kobe. I go, man, Kobe, you might be getting to that place where you might be the greatest Laker ever. I mean,
He
saw
never
stuff
got
like
there.
that. He's emotional.
He never got
Maybe a
there.
championship or two more.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know.
He never got there.
Kobe was just.
Kobe won 2 titles. I'll give him that.
Oh man,
Kobe. I mean, he did win 2 titles. Once again, you're on Fox Sports 1350. Coach being eternal. So Kobe did win 2 titles. I'll give. Everybody can agree on that. Shaq got 3. So
let me. Okay. He's about to take me to a whole nother dark place right now. Coach, who do you guys have coming up next?
We have Bassett on Wednesday, and then we have Bishop Union on Friday.
And so now, these are away games or home games?
Both away games.
Okay, so when's the next home game? I want to make sure the people can come out and see you guys.
Man, we're the Road Warriors. We haven't had a home game until league starts.
Oh wow, serious?
Wow.
Yeah,
so you guys haven't played at the house yet?
We have not played at the
anywhere,
house yet.
anytime.
Anytime. Yeah. So
you like line up at YMCA if you want to.
Hey,
well, you know that's how Coach got his start. Remember, he coached at the Y. But you know, I did some research. I did some due diligence. I was like, look at this guy here. So I found pictures. Coach, you was a QB?
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at Coach! Look at Coach!
That's old school right there.
Hey,
yeah, man.
Coach, the internet is real. You
Look
look
at
at
that.
it, it's a real
Coach
thing.
out there. Coach is getting in. So
now, hold on. Now,
I used to throw a football over the mountains over there.
now, Casey Martin, did you know your coach was a former quarterback?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he's told you stories about this.
Yeah.
I was like, look at Coach getting them in, man.
You should have said Casey was like, yes, we've heard the story.
Right.
He said he started varsity since he was in 8th grade.
Right.
Good stuff. Well, Coach, again, thank you for coming out. Hopefully we can get Ms. Martin to be in that All-Star game. Ms. Martin, you got to keep doing your thing. You got to be out there. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you. But again, keep up the good work, Coach. It's always good to see you.
I appreciate it, man. I love being on this thing, and thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, Google it. Go to Max Prep. You can see Coach in here stunting number 7. I love it. Before Michael Vick. I like it. Coach Abad Chafee, girls basketball head coach. We love it. And then name drop your players again for us, Coach.
Alexis Johnson, who is a freshman for us and doing a good job.
You're a freshman?
Yeah, doing a great job scoring for us. And then senior Casey Martin, who's been with us, so it seems like forever, but same thing, man. She puts up the numbers and she lets her game talk for her.
There you go. And one thing, another thing before we go, you recently engaged.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
man, congratulations!
Engaged, so
congratulations! Here come the bills. Here come the bills.
It's a big step, man.
Here come the bills. All of a sudden, everything was nice and pretty and stuff like that. All of a sudden, that check come and it just. Take care of that. You got it. You got that, don't you?
That's good stuff. Yeah. Good for you, Coach. Recently engaged in an accomplishment. He said 2 out of 3 years, girls playing at the next level. You have a player at Victor Valley, and then you have a Xavier of Louisville.
Of Louisiana.
Louisville.
So
Xavier of Louisiana. I'm sorry.
However, these students can matriculate is a big thing. We talk about that all the time. A lot of kids are like, oh, man, if I ain't going to Kentucky, I ain't going.
Yeah.
But it's like wherever you can move forward, which, again, we call it, what kind of education do we like?
Yeah, my favorite college for my son is free.
Free.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you can get that scholarship, you go over there, you get that education. It's a big thing. So, so good job on that, Coach. And
good.
And Miss Martin, keep them A's up.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Fantastic. Good stuff.
Yeah, because, like we said, we had a choice when we left high school, ITT Tech or DeVry. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to go to.
I was trying to figure out who can I really go and set it off with, But
where am I going to commit to?
Yeah.
What hat am I putting on next?
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
I called a press conference. Now, people didn't show up to the press conference for whatever reason.
My mama didn't even show up to mine.
About to say, it must have been because people had other plans, but we tried, So
my mama said, you ain't going to be embarrassing me, boy. So let's go ahead and take a break.
Prime queen.
So you listen to IE Sports Net, connected by Boost Bubble with Coach B.
Andy Turner, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It is IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
I was trying to catch it, you know what I mean? But you already know that was my joint right there.
Right?
But yeah, we're live on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. And Bo still doesn't know about rap.
Bo still can't rap. I don't know nothing about this, boy. Stop it.
Right.
Took me to a delicate place. But anyway, so tonight, man, like Michael Jackson said, got me working day and night. We have a game tonight. We will be taking on the Texas Legends. When I say we, the Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario. You know what I mean? So we'll be live at Citizens Business Bank Arena tonight at 7 o'clock, taking on the Texas Legends. And again, NBA G League. You guys come out. I do believe the Clippers' spirit might be in the house, which is always a great thing. I think if we can get Chuck the Condor out.
Right.
But yeah, just what we were talking. I was trying to get Kyra to get one of our guys to call in this morning. But we weren't able to really book that. But some of if I was to ask you, Coach B, this team is really special. You got Coach Casey Hill, Coach Travis, Coach Natalie out there doing some really good stuff.
Oh, wait, hold up. It said 4. Promo 4. Okay. Remember, the Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario tickets for the 2017-2018 season at Citizens Business Bank Arena are available on sale at aclippers.com, at ticketmaster.com, or by calling the box office at 909-406-9090.
Coach B wants to let everybody know that he can live reads.
Right. So that's the thing. So I know you were talking about the game. So, and you always, the thing is, I had to pull up that read because you always want to ask me something. Tell the story about Ron Burgundy.
So we're talking to the producer.
From ESPN when we were broadcasting.
We were doing our live broadcast with the Agua Caliente Clippers. And he's telling us, hey, okay, because we're talking about how we're going to go into the introduction of the game.
Right.
So he said, hey, do this, do that. And I'm with him. I said, okay, yeah. And Coach B's looking at him like,
what does this word ad lib mean?
He's like, what do you mean ad lib? He was like, and he goes, oh, you're Ron Burgundy.
And for the kids that don't know about that, that's a movie. What movie was that?
Anchorman.
So there's a funny scene in Anchorman where they always talk about, and we'll give the context of it. They said if you put it on the script, Ron Burgundy's going to read it. So they had the teleprompter, which is when you're on TV, it's the words going up and you read them, and he reads stuff verbatim.
Right.
And that's exactly what I do. It's funny because I'm sitting there looking at that stuff, and you're like, dude, you really do read this stuff verbatim because on the paper, there you go. And
I'm Ron Burgundy.
And what
who typed a question mark on the teleprompter?
Yeah,
there we go.
That's me. And what I like is like when I was talking about the promos, and I got all excited and geeked up because instead of having a dot, it actually had the word dot. And instead of a slash, it had the word slash. And I'm getting all excited and giddy, and you looking like, what is wrong with you, boy?
That boy is just. He's like, I could really hear him, and they're telling me. Oh man.
Hey, but I don't ad lib. I'm like a thespian. I have to say, what is my motivation?
Indeed. But we have a great time. If you guys want to get a chance to check out some NBA G League basketball, you guys get a chance to come on down to Citizens Business Bank Arena. Again, doors open at 6 o'clock.
Right.
Game starts at 7 o'clock, tip-off, and we'll be right there live and direct.
And then like we said, man, we have to have our Oprah Winfrey moment. Because like we said before, this is 5 years in the making.
Yes.
And you think this game was on ESPN nationwide.
Yes.
What did that? And that's one of the reasons I think we were talking to the producer. I just didn't want to mess up. So what was give some of your feedback and your thoughts, and what did that mean to you, Eternal?
Well, no, it was really it was special because we've been when you look at this stuff. And and broadcasting the game nationally really is not something you and I talk about like, that's our goal.
Right.
So it's kind of like
we always want to be the local guys.
Exactly. So it's something that kind of just came with the process, and obviously we want to grow, so we just embrace that as part of the process of our growth. So it's been really special. One thing I definitely want to make sure that we acknowledge is that we acknowledge just the people in the front office over at the Agua Caliente Clippers that do a really, really good job. They get us prepped up. I mean, the folks over there did really, our girl Kyra, Allie, Samantha.
Right.
People you don't really get a chance to see.
Right. But Samantha, my kid's supervisor.
Exactly. And they just do a really good job on the back end. And then all the salespeople over there, they really kind of take care of getting the people in and out. So they do a really good job over there. And it's exciting because I think it's going to be something we're going to ultimately grow into. It's going to be really special for the IE.
And one thing, speaking about that, and I know there's more, and I know I'll forget them, but our guy George just followed George Bateman. That's his name. He's one of the sales reps for the Agua Caliente Clippers, and he just recently followed us on our social media. So I wanted to make sure that I give props to George Bateman. So he followed us.
That's our man right there.
Yes.
He's a good guy. He's one of the guys that you get a chance, as we start to do this, you start to kind of like, you bump into these guys and now you kind of start to put a name to the face. But all these people, they're working hard out there. These folks are really working.
And I want to thank Clipper Darrell came to the game, so I want to thank you for coming out. and enjoying the game. So it's always good when you can see him at the Agua Caliente Clippers. So we appreciate him coming out and enjoying the game. So that was good stuff, man. Like I said, you know, you don't realize how much of an impact you're starting to make until people start commenting and giving the feedback. And you know, the moment of the night was when we asked the producers, hey, is it okay? Is everything good? How are they feeling in Bristol? He's like, oh, they love it.
Yeah, hey. Anytime you hear the people in Connecticut like it, you know, it's a great thing. So, no, it was a special thing for folks that want to continue to follow this. Oh, and tonight's game, if you guys are unable to, if you guys just can't make it, the game is available on Facebook Live. You guys can go to the NBA G League page, and they have the games right there, so you'll be able to hear Coach B and myself broadcasting the game live.
And then one big thing that we have to talk about. We're over just thinking about this. The big thing that we're going to have, and we're going to announce it when we have our All-Star games.
Speak on it.
We're going to decide what game we're going to do it at. But the response that we've received for the Fox Sports 1350 IE Sportsnet 2017-2018 Prep Football Player of the Year, we are now, in just less than a week, we are now north of 1,200 votes. That's right. We're north of 1,214 votes. And here's the thing. You can't sandbag this thing. You can only vote once per device.
Yeah.
So that means these are some legit votes. It's not someone just rapidly voting.
Unique visits. And so so real quick, we got to make sure that we list off these folks. I think I have it right here, so give me a second.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. Excuse me, holler. And so we just want to make sure that we list these people off because, again, as you were alluding to, holla, look at you, man. This guy.
Almost knocked over that coffee, man.
So please tell the people again what this poll is.
It is the IE Sportsnet Fox Sports 1350 2017-2018 Prep Football Player of the Year.
Now, so
Inland Empire.
The votes have not been, we haven't cut it off yet. So,
no, they don't cut off until the 4th.
Yes, so we have not cut this off, so you guys can still go and vote. Excuse me. However, the contestants for the particular poll for the IE Sportsnet Player of the Year for class of 2018, excuse me, not really class of 2018, for the season of 2017-2018 are as follows. Sherrod White of Heritage High School, Hank Bachmer from Marietta Valley High School, Jaden Daniels from Cajon High School.
I still don't appreciate what he did to Downey High School.
Oh man, he did them boys. His whole highlight reel is that.
Because of him, I had to wear that sweater. I mean that jersey.
Man. Isaac Velasquez, Diamond Ranch, Braden Rankins, Aquinas High School, Zaquad Irby, Ganesha High School, and Lawrence Cinderella Shoes Starks, Etiwanda High School.
You got to explain why you call them the Cinderella Shoes. People going to think that you're taking the jet. Hey, you got to explain that.
Okay. So this young man, when I say, because he has like the gold, it's really like the, Cinderella had that slipper that was like real shiny. So my man, when he's out there, you can always tell who Lawrence Starks is because he got the bright shoes. This one time he had the golden cleats. They were like almost like, they were like it was the greatest thing, but no, he's a really talented football player. It's a compliment because he's always out there with the fresh cleats.
And you know what's funny? Because once again, this IE Sportsnet, Fox Sports 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. Funny thing is, when I was at my son's banquet, because he was on JV and varsity banquet was combined.
Okay.
And I know my son had told me before, but I totally forgot about it. Lawrence cut his hair off.
He cut his hair. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who that cat was. If that was like, where is he? But yeah. And because he's had that crop for like 2 years.
Yeah. When we met him, was he? I think he was a sophomore. Yes, we first met him. He was a sophomore because I remember Coach Davis talking about he would have played.
Yeah.
But Pleasant was there.
Right. Well, it was nice.
Yes.
So
yes.
We've had some history with Etiwanda High School. We broadcasted a game this year. This year has just been a wonder. 20. Let's do this real quick when we come back.
We're gonna pop bottles.
We got to reflect on what we did in 2017 because
indeed we do.
We're coming back into 2018 with a whole new season of stuff.
Was there a Sheriff's game at the beginning of the year?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh buddy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes,
oh buddy.
Sir. And we talked to the sheriffs. They are doubling down. They must not have did a check on us because they're doubling down on us.
Well, don't tell them to do it now. Don't mess the jig up.
Right. The jig.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna take a quick break. And we're gonna come back. But yeah, we're gonna kind of reflect on because this is the last.
My greatness. Let's reflect on
Holla, cut his mic off, man.
how special I've been.
But we're gonna reflect on our 20, because to be told, our 2017, we almost had like our highlight of 2017 was just this is last early.
Yeah, I think that when you think of our 5 years, that probably would be the highlight. I mean,
I don't know, man. That Riverside game was big too, though.
That's a great game. I appreciate that game, but being nationwide,
I know.
on the biggest sports outlet, not in California.
I know.
Not in the Inland Empire.
I know.
Not in the U.S. They are the worldwide leader in sports.
I remember that, man.
Yes.
So that we have to. We're gonna reflect on 2017. Kind of go over like the stuff that we did this year.
Right.
And when we come back after break.
All right, let's do this. So you're listening to IE Sports Net, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous communities.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile and Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. You know, this song, not to cut you off, Eternal, I know you're going to jump in it, but this song here is emotional. This is an emotional song, bro. Aaliyah, for one, was one of my favorite artists when we were in high school. And two, there was a little seed out there named Brianna Skylar Arrington. This song came out, she was maybe 1 or 2. And whenever this song came on, she would sing and dance to it. So I'll forever remember.
No doubt.
I think she was still in the in a car seat. Wow. So she had to be about 2 years old.
Which is crazy.
And I will never forget that. Yeah. I think BJ was born because they're 2 years apart. And I'll never forget that. Like you said, yeah. And even furthermore, you know, we bought our house in 2005 because my daughter was going into kindergarten. Now she's a senior in high school.
Which has to be crazy, B.
Yeah. I digress.
Yes. So we're talking about 2017. We came into 2017, excuse me.
Hot like fire.
Hot on
the people's
fire.
desire. MC Hammer is going to make you retire.
Doing it, you know.
Right.
But we came in January of 2017, and we started with the Inland Valley Hall of Fame Classic, which took.
So you saying we created a Hall of Fame?
Yeah, a Hall of Fame.
Oh my!
You know, which took place at AB Miller. That was the first game that started with.
Oh, MC Hammer! Look at G Holla!
Yeah. Woo! with Too Big MC. To me, that's when Hammer fell off, when he let Too Big MC go.
And that was my brother's friend. So my brother knew Too Big. Too Big came out with a solo album, just wasn't the same.
He wasn't.
It wasn't the same. You remember the solo?
No.
Yeah, I remember. I got it before it came out. My brother gave it to me. I was like, maybe he want to stick with Hammer.
Yeah. Find Hammer and go with him.
Right. Because Too Big had a twin brother.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a twin. His brother wasn't in the business though.
Wow.
But he had a twin brother.
That's
so
crazy.
it was a trip. Yeah.
We taking it back. But anyway.
Right.
So we did the Hall of Fame. Who do we induct into the Inland Valley Hall of Fame?
None other than the legendary coach. Like, it's funny. Last week, one of the guys said, "Oh, you Coach B from Kaiser?"
Right.
No, I am not.
No.
That is Coach Dick Bruick. He was a legendary coach from Faux High and Kaiser High School. Louis Brewster from the Daily Bulletin.
Yes.
And then we also had Shelton Diggs, who has been called the greatest athlete that San Bernardino County has ever produced. This is probably prior to Stephen Carr.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, I mean, this dude really from San Bernardino.
True, and he says he's from San Bernardino. Good point. Touche.
Man, don't get me started.
Like that guy on what is that, on the Agua Caliente Clippers game said, "Are you kidding me?"
Right. But no, yeah. So we are. That was the first game. Right after that, we did our first annual Riverside Sheriff's Association game, which took place at North Vista High School.
During the same weekend.
Same weekend.
No, actually, we did the Sheriff's first, and then we did the
Saturday. We did the Sheriff's, and then Sunday was the
215.
Wow, and what a weekend that was, man! Woo wee, that was a whirlwind weekend. So we did 3 games really, and because what happened, as you said, the first game that Saturday was Riverside Sheriff's Association. Then the Sunday started off with the 215 Classic, who was the high school, the private schools.
The small schools, right. Like Division 13, 14, 8-man, and so forth.
Correct. And we did that with...
So a game that I probably could have played in back in the day.
Right. If they had that, I could have started.
Yeah, right. No, I wouldn't say... I'm not going to say that now. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say at least I could have played, you know?
I say I would have started. And then we had... we did that game. That's Riverside versus San Bernardino. And then that game was preceded by the Hall of Fame Classic. And then right after that, we did that was our 3rd annual at the time, Inland Valley Classic Basketball All-Star Game.
Right.
Which is co-ed, girls and boys.
Correct.
Again, that took place over at A.B. Miller.
We took a break from the National Signing Day, but we're going to bring that back.
Yes. We're really excited to announce that. That's going to be taking place at the Auto Club Speedway. So, where we've had it before, had a really great turnout. So, excuse me. So a lot of people have already signed. We know the people did early signs, but a lot of other people are still waiting for that February 7th commitment or whatever that first.
I know it's the first Tuesday of February. Don't give me the line on that. But the funny thing, it was surreal because remember we saw the guy at Speedway because we were covering NASCAR, and he said, "Oh, you guys got too big for us." Like, hold up, no, not yet. It's surreal.
That is crazy when the guy that owns the Auto Club Speedway
doesn't own it. He's important there.
Well, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna call and say. Talbert, I'm the owner.
Right.
And I got my boots on right now. I'm playing right. But but we have he is one of the managers over at the Auto Club Speedway. So as you said, that is always wild when he comes up. This guy does NASCAR for a living, and he comes up and tells us you're getting too big for us.
Correct. So, and then what was your high point for 2017?
I think for us, for me, I don't know, man. This thing we did was pretty massive, as you were saying. But I think that Riverside Sheriff's Association, because again, it was Riverside County. We've been discussing it about trying to get to Riverside for quite some time.
Right.
It was difficult.
Where were you born and raised?
In the side.
Okay.
So, that football game took place right near where my father bought a house. So I'm familiar with the area. But I think probably that was something special because that was something we didn't, It
fell in our lap.
Yeah.
Thank you to Coach Esposito.
Yes.
He was at the time Paloma Valley. Now he's the Temecula Valley head coach. He called in last week, and there used to be a Riverside County only game.
Right. And there was a lot of stuff that was happening in the back end that was trying to divert us from doing that game.
Trying to ambush it.
Yeah.
To be polite.
Like Bob said, ambush in the night.
But we fought on.
Yeah, man.
Fought on.
And that's why I said, to me, that was probably our bit. Like, to me, was my highlight. Because that's something we had to really work through.
Yeah, we had to work through it.
That was a tough weekend. I mean, nobody would have thought we could have done that.
Right.
In that weekend on a Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Did 3 All-Star games.
Right.
Did Riverside County, San Bernardino County, and then we did a small schools game.
Right.
So that's something that most people just do one game and they're like, hey, I can't. I'm done.
Right.
But in a weekend, Saturday and a Sunday, we did both games, and both of them came out pretty good. So
right. Like my proud ancestors, we fought on. Fought on, and we continue to make it work. For me, I would say the highlight of my 2017 is Promo 5. It's Promo 5, and I love to talk about it. So just so people know, can I read it off?
Please, read Promo 5 real quick.
So, remember when I was sitting there looking at all the promos, I got giddy. He was like, what are you getting all excited about? Because this is when it sunk in and it hit me.
Right.
So Promo 5 is ESPN's next doubleheader tips off Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving squaring off in the battle between the top teams in the Eastern Conference. Then at 10 p.m. Eastern, Russ, Carmelo, and Paul George lead the Thunder against Kyle Kuzma and the LA Lakers. Both games are streaming live on the ESPN app. So to introduce LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George and Kyle Kuzma. That's when I think that's where the nerves started getting to me.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Because I was like, this is real.
I can tell you, for me, it was actually post. Like, when you sent me that picture of you and I, when you sent me that picture, I was sitting there like, I almost got emotional. I was sitting there thinking like, dang, man, like that is, like the process of coming that way, man, that was crazy.
And then Rome had asked, he said, why does Eddie look like that? I said, because what, Rome, we were talking, and I was trying, that was the best shot I could get of us.
I was telling my girl that I was saying that, Brian got that picture from the television.
Right,
so I already knew what was going on.
Right. So, and if anyone wants to see it, we always forget to do this because we always promote everybody else. We're humble. Go to our Instagram. It's on our Instagram. It's on our Twitter. It's on our Facebook. Everything is at IE Sportsnet, and you can see a picture. We have got to get that framed. Yes. What I want to do, and you've been to my house, but someone, I don't know if it was you, someone called my house a museum with the pictures, and it's like you almost have to take a tour to come to my house because Brandy has documented every moment since we've met. Every moment is documented.
That is that part of it is envious because Lord knows I don't have any pictures like that at all. I went through so much stuff, man. I done lost so many pictures. Like I don't even want to think about it because it starts to cut me. But that's really great. You have Brandon does a really good job in terms of just documenting all this the family history. It's special.
So I said what we need to do is we need to take that picture of us on ESPN.
Yep.
We need to get it. I think my Brandy told me you can go to Michael's. And we take the cue cards, and we need to frame that.
Guaranteed.
And put the date and the time and the score from the game up because, it's like I said, this journey. I appreciate you and the journey that we've made here together.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I pitched this wild and crazy idea, and a lot of people ran from it, and they were resistant. There were a lot of people along the way and they know who they are.
Oh yeah.
They're probably listening right now. They know who they are.
Tuned in.
One thing that we've always said is we're not afraid of hard work.
Man,
if my kids get anything from me, I want them to get the work ethic.
Yeah, and this thing that, as you said, man, like even like coming here every Saturday, we don't complain about it. We get up, we get after it. The work we have to do our stuff, we don't complain. So we just get after it. We know there's work to do, and getting through that stuff is the stuff. And as you said, if there's anything, my father always told me, being the oldest brother, is lead by example, lead from the front. And
my father always told me being the best brother, the youngest, was important. But what's important to us is one word that we can always tell people they can't take it away from us is ownership.
Guaranteed. That's
it's
what it
ownership
is right here. So yeah, folks. So again, come check us out tonight. We're at Citizens Business Bank Arena. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario.
Be safe out there. Enjoy your New Year's. Please be safe out there. We love you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350. Happy New Year.
And also, we thank Greg Holler. This show, we couldn't do this without Greg Holler on the
Greg Holler, 120,000 grand. Word. Quoting in the house.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio 1350 a.m., IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.